Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. And today I'm going to discuss the roles and responsibilities of a special education teacher, followed by my personal vision for supporting students with exceptionalities, the ethical frameworks that guide my decisions, the influence of Christian worldview and service leadership on my practice, and my commitment to lifelong learning. Let's get into it. The roles and responsibilities of a special education teacher are comprised into 5 different categories. The first being roles in supporting learning. Special education teachers support learning by creating specifically designed instruction to meet students' unique needs. One of the ways they do this is enhancing teaching methods with related services to benefit student education. For example, this would be collaborating with speech pathologists, physical therapists, and psychological therapists. They also support learning by teaching self-determination skills to help students take on more responsibilities and advocate for themselves by the age of majority. The second category is legal responsibilities. This includes applying IDEA's 6 principles, creating an individualized education plan, and securing parental consent for evaluations, reevaluations, IEP, and class placement. The third category would be ethical responsibilities, which include upholding the Council of Exceptional Children principles and professional standards, following the Model Code of Ethics for educators, advocating for meaningful inclusion in the school community, and building parental and colleague relationships for student best interests. The fourth category will be collaborative responsibilities, which include collaborating with parents and fellow staff to provide a student with a appropriately ambitious education, and also following IEP team guidelines to create a comprehensive, non-biased education plan for the student. The fifth category would be advocacy responsibilities, which include promoting the establishment of least restrictive environmental standards and opportunities, advocating for student needs and rights, and keeping families informed about services and resources offered. My personal vision as a special education teacher is to ensure that students with exceptionalities receive an appropriately ambitious education that promotes inclusion, fosters confidence, independence, and self-advocacy. I am committed to creating a learning environment where every student feels valued, supported, and empowered to reach their fullest potential. To carry out this vision, there are several dispositions I aim to strengthen. One being high expectations. I plan on regularly observing students' interests and abilities and promoting accountability for their academic and personal growth through clear and positive communication of my expectations. Another being curiosity. I plan on encouraging curiosity by modeling it, asking thoughtful questions, engaging students in meaningful conversations, and designing assignments to promote creativity and independent thinking. Another being honesty. By being transparent, truthful, and consistent, I'll model integrity and build trust with both students and families. Honesty provides a strong foundation for positive relationships. The last being advocacy. I will continuously seek opportunities to strengthen my advocacy and collaboration skills so that I can effectively engage with administrators and educators, even those that may be less inclusion minded, through open dialogue. I hope to influence policies and practices that support equitable and inclusive learning environments. The ethical frameworks and professional standards I have studied, such as Model Code of Ethics and the Council of Exceptional Children Standards and Professional Standards for Teachers, guide my decision making in many ways. These standards emphasize upholding each student's dignity, advocating for equitable access to education, collaborating with families and colleagues, and using assessments and data ethically and responsibly. They provide a roadmap for navigating complex situations with professionalism, fairness, and empathy. When determining special education eligibility, these ethical frameworks help me balance professional judgment with compassion. They remind me to consider not only assessment results, but also a child's lived experience, cultural background, and potential for growth. Ethical decision making requires transparency, reflection, and collaboration to ensure that eligibility decisions truly serve the student's best interests. Through a Christian worldview, I believe that God created each and every one of us with a purpose and prepared good works for us to walk in. This gives me confidence that the work that I do is a part of God's calling on my life and a way to glorify Him through service to others. Accepting this calling presently and future, I aim to embody servant leadership by helping cultivate a school culture that reflects on the needs of the community and strives for continuous improvement. These community reflections will help clearly communicate needs to stakeholders, empowering them to support and advance a shared vision for the good of the entire school community. To deepen my understanding of diverse learning needs of students, I am firstly committed to ongoing professional learning. One way I plan to do this is by developing an annual personalized professional development plan that will help me grow in professional knowledge, cultural competence, reflection, and self-awareness. As I strengthen these skills, I hope to extend them into my school community, leading with intention, promoting a shared vision, and fostering accountability. Through collaboration and research-based, high-leverage practices, I aim to help implement strategies that support the success and well-being of the students and families we serve. Ultimately, my main goal as a special education teacher is to serve students with compassion, integrity, and dedication. By embracing high expectations, curiosity, honesty, advocacy, ethical practices, servant leadership, and lifelong learning, I am committed to helping every student flourish. Thank you for listening.